determine whether or not the force that was used was reasonable or not viewed to the eyes of a reasonable police officer. And ultimately, a jury will determine that. Based on all those factors, remember, we're requesting a reasonable bond. If the court has any other questions for us, we're happy to answer.
Okay, thank you. Pre-trial.
Today's case, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
May I just respond, Your Honor?
Yes, you may.
Thank you, Your Honor. The difference, the state feels that the difference between those prior, goodwill things by Adam Coy and today is that today he is indicted for a felony, multiple felonies. He's indicted for murder, and as you well know, the sentence for murder is a life sentence. So you can imagine that someone who is faced with that may have ideas of not coming to court. So that is the difference between his prior corroboration and where we stand today. Mr. Collins did talk about prior instances of bonds and other cases. However, bonds have been higher in other national cases. They've been in $1 million range in other cases. This is unique to Franklin County. You don't see this very often, admittedly, but it did happen, and a man lost his life. He should. As a result, Your Honor, the state is asking for a high bond in this case.
I understand what Mr. Pearson's putting forth to the court, Your Honor. However, it's mandatory that all police shootings in Franklin County get presented to a grand jury. My client knew this case was going to be presented the entire time, so the concept that now because probable cause has been found will lead him somehow to flee or something of that nature or be a threat to the community really is incredible, Your Honor. The court can put conditions on them, reporting, phone reporting, in-person reporting, things of that nature. They can monitor the situation for that aspect.
Thank you. Anything else by either side?
In any bond that the court sets, the state would like a no contact order between the defendant and other witnesses to this case, including other officers.
Absolutely, Your Honor, and absolutely. And for the record, Your Honor, before we leave, I want to reach out to your courtroom, courthouse administrator. She's done an outstanding job of setting this up, and we appreciate the courtesy that the court's given us.
Thank you. All right, sir, I'm accepting your not guilty plea. I've considered the arguments by both sides with respect to bond. I am setting bond at $3 million surety or appearance, $20,000 recog. And as a further condition of bond, defendant shall have no contact and stay away from any of the witnesses or addresses identified in the indictment. Also, defendant shall have no contact with other police officers for request. Thank you.
Your Honor, would the court consider the $3 million value, or maybe put on the record the components for that make up the $3 million, just so we have that for the next year?
I'm sorry?
Would the court consider lower than the $3 million, or if not, would you put on the record some of the concepts as to why you picked the $3 million?
You know, that is based on everything that I've heard. That is the bond that I've set. If you wish to address it with the assigned judge, duty judge, feel free.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks, Your Honor.